So here's something to consider. There's a lot of people out there that you're on the left, you're a Democrat, you're pissed. You're pissed things are going the way they are. You didn't win, so now you're pissed. And that makes sense. But I just want you to think about how many opportunities your side got to pretty much make the world as you wish. Because you know what's going on with MAGA. You know that the Nationalists, America First, like right now, you all understand that what's going on in Europe is not going to end up with people being like, oh, if only people were more accepting of other kinds of people, then this wouldn't happen. No, now it's going to be destroy Islam. Get it off the fucking continent. Everybody's going to understand Charles Martel was right. Oh, I can't believe I'm forgetting Asturias. King Asturias was right. That's what everyone's going to come to the conclusion of. The Asturian Brigades, because King Asturias was a hero. That's what people will understand. Spain. Asturias was his name, wasn't it? Wasn't it from northeastern, like Andorra, or like way up there in the northern? Because it wasn't he, if I remember correctly, a Basque, or what we think of as sort of the Spanish Gaels, if I remember right. If I remember, Asturias was a redhead, or a blonde redhead. So who would have thought a name like that would come back one day? Well, so now it has, because Islam is going to have to get kicked the fuck off of the continent. The EU is now going to be transformed into something very different. It's going to be transformed into a nationalist kind of thing. They'll totally fail. EU will fail. Now there's no way back. The Eastern, the Visegrad and all them, they have no reason to humor Brussels anymore. Brussels has nothing to offer them. Brussels can't offer finance. Now, you're going to have to buy the weapons for Ukraine. You're going to have to buy the weapons, and then you'll have to give them to them. So you're going to pay. I build the casino, and I will take off. How does it feel to lose? How does it feel to lose so completely? And to see how it's going to just, the loss is going to get more complete. Like levels, like I got to admit you could buy our weapons. That was amazing. What a fantastic strategy on that one. That's a chef's kiss kind of one. Like, well, you could always pay me. You could always clearly pay for the weapons. And then it doesn't matter if we know exactly what the accounting is now. Because we know this or that or the other was bought. We don't have to trust a Ukrainian strip club owner, this Kabila's manager, with the idea that he and a bunch of football hooligans, former football hooligans, and neo-Nazi gang members are going to fucking save Switzerland. Now we don't have to worry about that, because you could buy the weapons, and you will, and you will, because you're suckers. And so I was thinking about this, is that now one of the things that's so good. You got a package.
All right, thank you.
Gaming so hard. That package showed up like almost 24 hours ago. He's been gaming so hard. Like it's his day off and he's just like, he's not even tripping. He's just like straight. I could hear him talking to people in like, like on his headset, like it's so funny. Every once in a while I'm like, what is that guy yelling about? And then I realize he's gaming. It's like, yes, bro. Yes. Oh, the heat is just a tad bit better. Just a tad. But there was something that I picked up on that just here and there kind of I'm this angry liberal and I like making angry faces and I like feeling angry feelings toward people who don't agree with me. And it's just after a while, it's like, you guys can't teach your kids to read. And one of the things about West Coast liberals that you pick up on is that at a certain point, you do pick up, especially when they're millennials and on. No, they don't fucking read. What the fuck are you talking about? No, they read only what they agree with. They're shockingly uninteresting people. And until they're like 40 or something, and they finally like either do or don't have kids so that they start to read a book or something. But I mean, no, the only thing that matters to them is be reading the fiction that their friends are into. And like, I love the fact that I've like I love talking about like books on economics and history and stuff with people on the right. And just and I mean, was it some right winger sent me a book that he's just like, no, you've got to read this. How is it that you haven't read this? And I mean, there's just all these. The left fell apart because your coalition you weren't legit. You weren't a legit coalition. You had a bunch of people with you have a lot of different interests. But now you're finding out that, like, black Americans are starting to figure out, like, wait a second, none of these people really have our interests in mind. Like, and here's another, is why would Native Americans vote for Democrats? Like, what are they going to get out of it? What could possibly, when it's this idea of that they have to get my culture as a Native American will always be compared to oranges as if it's apples. Like, oh, just like the Native Americans, bro. Now you don't want people to gangbang. What next? You're gonna just kill all the Native Americans, that's what the rational argument of the left, it's what you're not into teaching children about homosexuality and two-spirit. What are you going to do next? Kill all the Native Americans? When it comes to the Democrats, it's like, the Native Americans aren't Hispanic. I know they have black hair like many Hispanics. But the Navajo are a different people. I'm a nationalist. I have to respect the Navajo because they're a people. That's it. That's the rules. It's a matter of honor. I have to, the Ojibwa, I have to, it's just so many, just these people that it's like I have to respect that they have a people and they have their way. And it's and I know Two Spirits make believe it was made up by an old lady, because everybody likes acting like, oh no, Native Americans were super matriarchal, bro, and then when at the time of meeting Native Americans when they were still Native Americans, and stuff, there was no recording of that. There might have been groups that were decision makers that were women, but the warriors really are who it came down to. You had to keep the warrior groups happy. That's it. They're who defend the territory. Period. The women can't defend the territory. And oh my God, Native American women are gonna. They were just scalping and chopping. They were doing Native American karate. the ancient forms of female Native American karate. Yeah, that's it. That's it. All right. So I just got it, and just, oh no, we're totally not going to replace the Native American vote with Hispanics. Not going to replace the Asian vote with Hispanics. Not going to replace the black vote with Hispanics. Not going. Stop it. Stop it. You guys can't even get your kids to fucking grow up and wear a belt. Ass everywhere. Ass crack losers all over the place in the liberal enclaves. You can't even get them to look like, wow, at 17 you should start maybe, shaping up in a way so that, you can make your way in life, son. You guys can't do that. We know you can't. We see your kids on TikTok and shit. We see them rioting. No. Stop it. Just stop. You could have something. This is the way this is going to really work out. This is going to work out as you could have something. You could just start following laws, keeping order, and you could have something. But we know, no. You hate your children, and you resent the old, and you hate the young, because that's what the left is. It's not something else. That's what the French Revolution was. That's why the French Revolution. That's why France. It doesn't celebrate old people. It celebrates little girls, because that's the lure. So you could pay taxes. Come to France. Look, we have beautiful women. Hey, yeah, hey. Because nobody talks to. Oh yeah, those sexy Frenchmen, those yoked, dope-ass Frenchmen. No, stop. You and your puny rebellion. Take care.